Hey folks, Leducium here, and I'm picking up right where I left off with some Hearthstone Arena. If we jump back in, I just bought in, and I get to choose between Druid, a Shaman, or a Mage. I am tempted to try Shaman again, simply because I did so poorly the last time. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Although I think I could do better with a Druid or a Mage, but... Alright, wow. Alright, so Doom Hammer, which is a pretty cool weapon. South Sea Captain, I won't have any pirates, and this is very situational. All minions lose Divine Shield, gain +3/+3 for each shield loss. Great against Paladins, not so much for a lot of other classes. Doomhammer is just so good. You have X less mana next time, so that's the overload. For 5 mana, it's a 2/8, but I can just do a ton of removal with this, so I'm going to take Doomhammer. Alright, Flame Tongue Totem, definitely. This is good too, but I think I've had good success with Flame Tongues. Nice removal, could be useful. I really like the Venture Co, so it's a heavy hitter. I'm going to take the Venture Co in this case. Alright, Outbound Elemental, could be good, potentially. Youthful Brewmaster, always nice to bounce cards back. Or Armani Berserker, so this is pretty good. It's +3 attack, so this could be a 5/2 really easily. It's a good turn 2 play. I think I'm going to take the Armani Berserker. Alright, Fork Lightning, deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions, not too shabby. Ancestral Healing, potential turn a minion into a taunt, or deal 3 damage to enemy heroes. I'm going to take the Fork Lightning, good removal there. Knife Juggler, alright, so these are all good cards, I like all of these. After you summon a minion, deal 1 damage, so potentially early on, some good just annoyance, potential removal. Sun Fury Protector, so I can give turn 2 minions into taunts. Or the Sunwalker, which has Divine Shield and Taunt. I really like the Sunwalker, especially with the Divine Shield. Can take a lot of damage, do a good amount of removal. Mind Control Tech. If your opponent has 4 or more minions, take control of one of them at random. I have mixed feelings about this because of it's the RNG. Could be good if he has 4 good minions out, but it could also be bad if he has 4 shitty minions out there. Violet Teacher, whenever you cast a spell, summon a 1/1 apprentice. So it's a 3/5 for 4, which is already not too bad. Plus, as I play spells, so I have 1 spell right now. I can summon more creatures or Pine-Sized Summoner. For each minion you play, every minion costs 1 less. Which is actually useful with my not Wind Fury, with the overloads, because I will have less mana. I do like the Violet Teacher, especially if I get Bloodlust. Having all those extra minions will be helpful. So Frost Shock, increased spell damage, or a taunt. I kind of like the increased spell damage, but the 5/4 taunt could be good as well. And freeze it. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go for the. Oh, let's go for the spell damage. No, you know what? Let's go for the taunt. Play it this way. Not too shabby. 3/3 with Divine Shield, so it's good removal. More Flame Tongue Totems. I'm going to pass on the Flame Tongue. I'm going to take the Silver Moon Guardian. So, buffs attack. Whenever you cast a spell, card draw. 5 mana. I have a good amount of 5 mana cards already. 4 mana. I don't have that many spells either yet, but I'm only 9 cards in. Or a good turn 2 play, start buffing up my own minions. This will die very quickly, of course. This is out. Wild Pyromancer completely out. So potential card draw for 5/5 for 4 with potential card draw or potential buffs early on. I'm going to take the Master Swordsmith. You know, I'm going to do different from what I would normally do. Worgen Infiltrator, a good turn 1 play. Good removal, hard to kill right off the bat. Yeah, I'm going to take the Worgen Infiltrator. Alright, out of these, I'm going to take the Tiger. So I have a lot of 5 mana cards, of course. I don't like the Frost Shocks. It's just 1 damage to an enemy character and freeze it. I don't like the Nightblade, but it is a solid 4/4. This is 3 mana for a 4/2 with Stealth. I'm going to take the Jungle Panther. I'll go Stealth. Earthring Farseer, 3/3, restore 3 health. Buff up my minions, so this will buff up my totems as well. or Frost Shock. I'm going to take the Raid Leader, especially with the totems. Wind Fury, not too shabby. Could potentially give one of these guys Wind Fury for additional damage. Restore 3 health, Earthring Farseer, so heal myself, or restore 4 health to my hero, which is less useful in my mind. I am going to take the Wind Fury, and we'll see how this plays out. It is a spell. Fire Elemental, definitely. Love the card, deal 3 damage, 6 mana, fantastic. Alright, so this is a good choice here. Mad Bomber is not a bad card to play. I'm coming around to Mad Bomber, actually. Venture Code Mercenary, I really like the Venture Codes, I already have one. But Bloodlust is great for 5 mana. Just buff up all my creatures. So let's take the Bloodlust. Another Fire Elemental, definitely. I have a lot of heavy hitters now. Another Bloodlust, wow. Fairy Dragon. I'm going to take the Fairy Dragon. I hate to pass up on the Bloodlust, but I need to live long enough to use it. And I have a lot of cards right now edging towards 5 mana. Feral Spirits are great. Playing against them often, it just sucks. So I'm going to take the Feral Spirits. Another Violet Teacher, a Secret Keeper, which I don't like. Or a Young Priestess, which if I could protect behind a taunt, could be useful. 1 mana. This is going to die very fast, especially to a mage, or anybody with kind of a druid, a mage, an assassin, or a rogue would kill this right away. Another Violet Teacher wouldn't be bad. It's a decent card, 3/5 for 4. We'll take a Violet Teacher. I have some spells. Crazed Alchemist, fun, but I think Knife Juggler is more useful. So I have kind of this weird mana curve going there. Let's take a Golem, straight 7/7 for 7. Alright, I don't have a lot of taunt, I just have the Sunwalker really, right? No, I have the Booty Bay Bodyguard, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and the Feral Spirit, so I have some taunt. Frost Elemental is okay. Archmage is alright. I think I will take the Frost Elemental though. It's solid 5/5 for 5 and a decent Battlecry. Alright, card draw, potentially. Acolyte of Pain, so yep. Ogre Magi is not bad, solid 4/4 for 4. Earthring Farseer for 3. I'm going to take the Farseer, and only because I have so many cards that are way too high in mana. Stormforge Axe, not bad. Good early removal. Leper Gnome is a decent card, turn 1 play. Or a Magma Rager. I'm going to take the Leper Gnome, and only because I have a good amount of stuff with the Overload already. Well, the Feral Spirits, the Forked Lightning. I don't want to screw up my early game just by overloading. Leper Gnome is a good turn 1 play. It's a good removal, and it does a little bit of damage. On the other hand, no. You know what? No, never mind. I'm taking the Axe. What am I doing? Axe is great. Card draw. This is a good turn 2. Potential card draw, potential removal. Let's do that. Forked Lightning, so another Forked Lightning, Rock Biter, Weapon, or a Wisp. This is removal, but it's only really removes one thing. Removal with Overload. I'm going to take the weapon, the Rock Biter Weapon, and we get rares for the last turn. And out of these, the best card I have is the Sea Giant, so let's take that. We'll see how this does. A lot of turn 2 plays. Did not get the Manatide Totem. Did not get any legendaries. Only gotten legendaries, I think, out of all the arena plays. I've only had 2 games where I've gotten legendaries, I believe. The Hogger and when I first played as a Druid, and Ysera. But we shall see. I have an interesting mix of cards. Went through that kind of quickly. Drank way too much coffee earlier on, so I get an extra card, and I'm sending all this back. You know what? Yeah. No, I have too many turn 2 cards, so I'm sending everything back, and hopefully I will get some stuff I can play on turn 2. There we go. There are my turn 2 choices, so I have a lot of possibilities, not to mention I could coin into stuff. Coin into the Juggler, Knife Juggler, play Fairy Dragon on the following turn, or coin into the Loot Hoarder, or Knife Juggler and play Loot Hoarder on the following turn. Playing a Mage. so I won't be able to remove it easily. Missiles, arcane missiles, I guess. Stuff like that could potentially remove the knife juggler. Is it worth it? I would say so. Well, let's see what the mage does on turn 1. Alpha the mage. Interesting. Break all the environmental crap. So he's thinking about it, or she.
I wonder.
Ruffle some plants. Come on. You have 4 cards. You don't have that many options. Not even selecting the cards. Wonder if Alpha is even there.
Time runs out on me.
Yep. Alright, finally. Mana Worm. Okay. So if I coin into the Knife Juggler, he can kill it with the Mana Worm. Yeah, coining into the Knife Juggler now, Mana Worm and Frost Blast, or potentially a spell, which would suck. Alternatively, coin into the Fairy Dragon. Cannot kill it directly with a spell. Potentially remove the Mana Worm. Alternatively, coin into this. Can't kill it directly. Potentially enrage. Or coin into this for card draw, which he'll just kill with his hero ability. So I'm thinking coin into Fairy Dragon is not a bad play. Let's see, he won't be able to target it with spells, which means that I should be able to kill his Mana Worm, hopefully, and potentially keep the Fairy Dragon alive for a little bit. Remove maybe 2 cards with it. He can cast a spell at me directly, or he can cast an AoE spell. So if he has something like Magic Missiles, I think that would target the Fairy Dragon, potentially, because it's random. Hopefully he does not. Because if he does, that will also buff up... Nope, he's got a Mirror Image, which will buff that up, and oh, he's going to hit me directly. Interesting. Alright, I think this is as good a time as any to play the Stormforge Axe and start removing this stuff. Alternatively, okay, what else can I do? Stormforge Axe, I can remove these 2. I could play this, Armani Berserker, remove one of the images.
What to do?
If I play the Stormforge Axe on the next turn, I could play Armani Berserker or something, because I can't let that Mana Worm get out of control. Or I can play a Knife Juggler, which he will be able to kill if he wants to. Stormforge Axe, I think, is not a bad idea, because on the next turn I could play one of my other 2 mana cards. Get rid of the mirror images. I can hopefully trade out the Fairy Dragon for the Mana Worm if I need to, and be able to remove other stuff with my axe. Hopefully he does not have a Swamp Ooze right now.
What to do? What to do?
He's going to trade out directly? No, he's going to go for hitting me. Oh, no. There he goes. Okay. Good. Trade it out directly. So it does put him at a bit of a mana advantage for the following turn. He's got a bit of a health advantage. I'm going to play the Armani Berserker. Actually, let's play the Knife Juggler and see how it goes. And I guess I'm going to hit him once, simply because I don't want to take the chance that he has a Swamp Ooze somewhere and then just lose the weapon. I might as well get 1 damage in. The reason I played the Knife Juggler is because hopefully if he plays a creature without charge, he plays a secret. So we'll find out what that secret is. Wonder if it's when I play a critter. So I'm thinking I'm going to Totem. I don't know if the secret will impact that. Oh, I do hit him for 2. Let's play a Loot Hoarder. and see if that's the secret. If it's mirror entity. It is mirror entity, okay.
Mind if I roll need?
Which kind of stinks. My knife juggler does kill it, but it does give him a card, which sucks. But at least it was a loot hoarder and nothing bigger, so. Good. I have a slight board advantage, which is easily fixed, so. Arcane missiles for 0. So I got a hit in on pretty much everything. He's going to use his hero power to kill that. And that's the end of his turn. So I am going to kill this off, because there's no reason why I wouldn't. And this is as good a turn as any to play the Venture Co. Alternatively, what else can I do? Alternatively, I could play the Armani Berserker and summon a totem. And see if I can draw something out. If he has a polymorph, if he has a fireball, he'll be able to clear it. I don't want to give him too much mana, because a mage with too much mana can be dangerous. Too much mana and he can have flame strikes. Now, you know what? I'll play the Venture Co. If I can get some good hits off of him, that's good. If not, he'll have to use some removal on it. Draw that removal out right now, at least. Save my Sunwalker and Fire Elemental.
What to do?
The gates are open.
So he's got to lure the arena, okay. That'll definitely kill my Venture Co. there. Can I kill it some other way? I don't think so. There's no good way for me to kill it. This will not kill it, unfortunately. Totemic Call will not help me. So I think I have to do that for that. And then let's play something. Well, I could play the Tiger and see what happens. Or I could Totem and Armani Berserker and just see if I can draw something out, which is not terrible. Let's do that. Let's see, what do I get as a totem? I get a Taunt Totem. Let's play the Armani Berserker. I'm not putting out my best cards. I'm just going to see if I can draw out some of his removal. And if... yeah, we'll see what I get. Depending on what he puts down, I can use the Fire Elemental, Sunwalker, and so forth. Maybe I can draw out a Flame Strike. I doubt it. Nope. So he's gonna play his gnomish thing. And what is that? Iron Beak Owl, okay. Silences that. Alrighty, time to... what do I want to do? Well, I could put out a totem and start hitting things with this, which is not a bad idea. And the reason it's not a bad idea is because the more totems I have, the more possibility I have... ooh, I have Wind Fury. I guess I could remove that if I wanted to, but I'll just hit him directly. I could Bloodlust the following turn. So that gives me that potential. Didn't realize that I would have Windstrike. I knew the weapon had Windstrike. I don't know why I didn't think I would have Windstrike. Okay, there's the Booty Bay Bodyguard. And he's going to put that out there. Is he going to remove that directly somehow? Frostbolt. That's annoying. So he's not going to let me get the opportunity to Flame Strike him. Okay, that's fine. This into that, and then use that to remove it, I'm thinking. And then I might as well remove this.
Elements guide me.
I take 4 damage, but less cards on the table. I was going to take damage from it anyways. This way, the Elemental has a better chance of living. Oh, that sucks. That's a great use of Harrison Jones, but that sucks for me. Wow. He's got a lot of cards out of that. Plays a secret. What am I gonna do? Well, I could put the tiger out there. Not a bad play to put the tiger. Oh, mirror entity. Oh, shit. Let's do this. Let's hit him directly. If I can Bloodlust, I'll be in good shape. So I got 2 stealth units. Potentially Bloodlust, maybe? Maybe he'll attack me directly. He probably has a Flame Strike, which is gonna, unfortunately, really suck for me. I've got 2 taunts, which I'm not afraid to use.
I wonder.
Oh, he had some kind of removal he wanted to do. So I got 5 and 2 with a Bloodlust. That's going to be 8 and 7. No, 8 and 5. So I've got something on the board. Not enough to kill him, though. Gonna trade the tiger for that. Fine. Okay. Good. I'm happy with that. As long as you don't hit me directly.
Time runs out on me.
Oh, that sucks. Alright. How am I gonna do this and live? So Bloodlust will give my minions +3, so this is gonna be 8. This is gonna be 5, which is gonna mean I'm gonna do 8 and 5, which is not quite enough damage. It's gonna be 13.
I wonder.
I'm gonna get him to 1, but it's not gonna be enough to kill him. Do I take that chance? Yes. I think I have to. I don't think I have a choice. And I just hope that I can somehow hit him for 1 on the following turn. Puts out a taunt. Sucks. And Blizzard. Additional spell power is horrible for me. Oh, so horrible. I'm going to save that Rockbiter weapon, because that is going to come in handy. Let's cast another minion with Divine Shield, I guess. Hopefully both will live long enough to be able to somehow get me through his defenses and let me kill him. I wish I had something like an Elven Archer right now.
Well played.
Frostbolt for 8.
Well played.
That sucks. That additional spell power is terrible. Alright. That sucked. He had 2 legendaries. Jesus Christ. Why does he get 2 legendaries and I get 0? Alright, let's do one more game as a shaman. See how well we do. I got him down to 1. And he had 2 legendaries, so there you go. Feral Spirits would have been nice to have early on. Maybe I could have played that a little bit better. If you guys saw any moves that I missed, by the way, I'm not opposed to getting some constructive criticism. I feel that I learn best that way. So yeah, if you see a move, leave a comment and let me know. So now we're playing Vilvarn the Priest. Alright, I'm keeping these cards. I like them. Card draw, removal, potential buff. Nothing for turn 1, unfortunately, but what can you do? He has nothing on turn 1 either, so we'll say greetings and pass our turn.
You shall not pass.
Shield Bearer. I do like Shield Bearer. I think it's a good card. So I can loot Hoarder and start picking away at the shield bearer, which is not a bad thing. Oh, what else do you have? Gonna coin into something. An angry chicken. Okay. Angry chicken as a priest is actually not a terrible card to play. In this instance, I am gonna play the knife juggler, simply hoping he does not have Shadow Word Pain to remove it, and hopefully I can pick off the angry chicken and other things like it. There it is. Frickin' A. I hate priests. So much. I really do. Let us play the Loot Hoarder, and I'll play the Worgen Infiltrator. Get that out there. At least that can't be targeted down. So on the following turn I could take out that shield bearer completely. And come on.
Is someone injured?
Oh, Norshire Clerk. You're gonna kill the chicken. You can't hit that. What are you gonna do? Silence. That sucks. Wow. Who's the chicken? That cleric has to go. I just don't know how to. Flame Tongue. I could. Flame Tongue and Axe. That's not gonna be enough to kill that. Put this out there. Let's see, what do I get? Spell power. Adjacent minions get +2. I might as well.
First kill.
He'll be able to get some cards off of, with the cleric off of this. He can hit this with this cleric, and then heal, get a card. Or he can run his cleric directly into the Worgen.
I must consider.
Unless he has another Shadow Word Pain, and he does. I would have...
What you want?
Now he can remove that with the cleric. Of course he can. I hate priests. I do. Well, it sucks, but I can get rid of that stuff if I want to. Alternatively, I could do this. Alternatively, I could do this. See what I get. Healing totem. Do this. Clear that out. Do I get rid of that this turn? Prevent him from getting card. It's tempting. You know what? Let's do it. Let's stop him from getting card draw. That'll get healed up. I stopped him from getting cards, so he's got 2 cards, I got 2 cards, I got 2 totems out, and I can do some removal. So if he puts anything out there that's small, I can at least remove it for a little while. Hopefully he doesn't have anything. Next turn, alright, so now he can start doing damage. Good, he can't heal anymore. That's good. I can start removing my totems, but that's about all he can do. So I'm happy with that. Fire Elemental, something I cannot play, so we'll put the tiger out there. And I'm not going to hit him. I'm going to save that for creature removal, especially since he can't heal. It's nice. Following turn, I could War Golem. He could Mind Control eventually, but it's going to take a little while before he can do that, so if he has Shadow Word Death, he might. That would have been the time to do it. That's Raid Leader. Let's do that. Get some of that out. So now I have a taunt. And sure, I'll hit him directly. So he can't Mind Control this turn, luckily. He can Shadow Word Death on the tiger. So if he has that, now would be a time to use it. Or he can put out a Raging Worgen and buff it up. Power Word Shield, okay. Gets a card, and what else does he have? Inner Fire, doubles its health. Or makes its health equal to its... No, it's asleep. Oh, he's gonna hit my raid leader. Okay. Well, that stinks. Luckily, I can do this and that.
Elements guide me.
Do one of those. Do that, so my tiger lives. Get another totem out and hit him for 5. So I've got good board control. I have a slight health advantage. You never know with a priest because he could mind control one of my cards. He is going to Shadow Form. Or what does he have? Holy Nova. Stinks. Gets rid of all my totems. And he's going to hit that for 2. Anything else? That's all he has, I believe. Okay. Well, that stinks a little bit. Luckily, I can do this, which is nice. Hopefully I get a healing totem. Nope. Well, at least I can hit him for a bunch. Another Holy Nova. Jeez. Full of Holy Novas, isn't he? And he's gonna hit that for 2. Okay. Well, I've got 8 damage potential out on the board. And now I win.
Played. Of course.
So, nice Bloodlust there. I think I would have won anyways, but the Bloodlust just kind of helped seal that, so... 1-1. Finally. And I beat a priest, so I'm happy. Because I find priests extremely hard, except for the last game I played as a priest where I just lost horribly. Alright, I'm going to put a break in this video right here, folks. If you enjoyed the game, or the video, or whatever the hell it is I'm doing, please leave a like. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Get updated whenever I release new videos. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series, so if you are, keep on tuning in, and I'll see you guys later.